Toolpath transformation has been greatly improved for Powermill 2011. Moving, rotating and mirroring of toolpaths is now simple and easy to do. Also, a new multiple toolpath transformation option has been introduced, which allows us to quickly and simply create rectangular grid of toolpaths or a circular grid of toolpaths. Let's open an example project and take a look at some of these new toolpath transformation options. In this simple tread mould, we have two toolpaths, a roughing toolpath and a finishing toolpath. We're now going to mirror and transform this toolpath to give us the complete mould. So to do this, we need to select both of the toolpaths, right click on the toolpaths and say Edit Transform. The new improved toolpath transformation toolbar pops up, and the first thing we need to do is mirror both the roughing and the finishing toolpath about the centre line of the tread mould to give us the opposite side. You'll notice that the actual toolpaths on the screen have turned to a light blue colour. This is an indication to the user that these are the selected toolpaths that we are going to be doing the transformations on. So I'm going to switch on a work plane called NC, which is in the centre of our tread. And the first thing we're going to do is simply mirror the toolpaths about the centre line. So we're going to reposition our move origin or our mirror origin and snap it to the work plane, and we want to mirror around the ZY axis, so click on YZ. So there we can see the original toolpaths in blue and the mirrored copy, which is highlighted in pink. The next thing we need to do is create multiple copies rotated about the centre of the wheel axis. So we have a work plane which is at the centre of the wheel. So to do this, we're going to use the new multiple transformation, and we can either create a rectangular array or a circular array. So let's look from above. So here we can see a rectangular array, and we can just dynamically drag the distance, and we can increase the amount of copies we want in both X and Y. And if we want to, we can remove the center, so we just have an outer profile. For this example, we want to do a circular array, so we're going to swap to the circular tab, change to an isometric view. Now we want our circular array to be about the center of our wheel axis, so we're going to pick up the anchor point and snap it to our work plane, and we want the center of rotation to be around the Y axis, so we're going to change our working plane down here in the bottom left corner to the Y axis, X axis, and then we can specify the angle or the number of copies. So we have an angle of 20 degrees, which will give us 18 copies around the X-axis. So we're going to accept that. At any point we can undo if we make a mistake, and then or redo. And the final thing we need to do is specify how we want to order the toolpaths in the Powermill Explorer down the left hand side. There are two options. We can keep the current ordering, so in this case we'll be rough finish followed by rough finish, etc. Or we can group the toolpaths based on the tool. So all the roughing will be grouped together, and then all the finishing will be grouped together. So we're going to group it based on tool change, and then accept the changes. And there you can see quickly and easily the roughing and finishing toolpaths are copied, mirrored, and then rotated around 18 times. So there you can see it is now very simple and very quick to do multiple transformations of toolpaths. This functionality is also available for the transformation of patterns and boundaries.